Hi everybody and welcome or welcome back to my channel. As you all may know, the Pantone color of the year this year for 2025 is Mocha Mousse. Let's go ahead and create something keeping this color in mind. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind you all to please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. But with that being said, let's jump in. I've already done my base makeup because I'm not mocha, I'm caramel, so that was irrelevant in my opinion. So I already did most of my base makeup, and I think today we'll go ahead and start with the eyes again. I have something in mind, but not a very clear idea. I'm very simple when it comes to my eye looks. I don't like something way too dramatic, but I just wanted to play with this color and see what the outcome would be. For eyes, I do have two palettes once again because I'm indecisive. So I have these two palettes, and this is the Nudification palette by W7. I've used this before on my channel, but it was more like a project pan focus. So I'm going to use this side of things where the more brown, richer tones are. And then I also did pull this palette from Glam. This is the newest one that I recently tried, and this is the Nomadic 9 to Fine eyeshadow palette. I'm again just going to focus on these shades over here, I think. I want to add a shimmer as well. I love a little bit of shimmer, and today I decided to wear a really old dress of mine. It's weird, it's weirdly structured. I'm not sure if I like it, so I thought I'd just throw it on today and we'll get a feel for how I feel about this dress as well. First shade we'll be using for the crease is this shade over here, and it's called Strip. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Too Faced palette, but I mean, I don't own anything by Too Faced, so I thought this was a great little dupe. I'm going to just zoom you guys in and then I will get started on the eye. As I said, this is just going to be our crease shade, again, just to anchor down all the other shades we'll be using. Look how pigmented that is straight off the bat. And I've had this palette for quite some time, I think since 2021, and it's still working just as good as it did from the day that I bought it. So again, purpose of this is you don't need to go out and buy a bunch of products just to achieve these looks or follow trends, because 9 times out of 10 you probably have a lot of this in your existing collection, or not even collection, just your makeup bag. I'm not sure if I spoke about this before, but I am very pro conscious consumerism. Obviously I am baited by a lot of things as well, as we all are. This year, because I've mentioned this too many times, I'm getting married. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscientious about what I spend my money on, how much I purchase, because I do have an extensive makeup collection at the moment and I don't get a lot of use out of it. So I'm trying to come up with creative ideas just to, you know, still stay current, as well as just using what I have. I have bought some new makeup for a future video, but I got most of it from the sales rack, and it's some items I've never seen before. So I'm very excited to tap into my creativity, but I think if you were expecting to get a lot more like new makeup reviews this year, unfortunately not. I just think that with social media being as it is, we can get roped into buying things we don't actually need, or things that are similar to things that we already have. I'm trying. So hopefully you guys will stay with me, because I think this will be a fun journey. It's difficult. It is a lot more challenging to try and create videos that will still entice people to watch it, but yet staying true to what I originally started this channel for, which was beauty on a budget. I think I will explore more of like the sales racks, tell you guys what's going on. So that is the plan, and now I'm just jabbering and I've only done a crease shade. Switching over to the Glam palette, I'm going to be using this shade over here. I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I will just pop the Pantone color of the year on the screen throughout this video so we can compare shades. I've already done so while prepping for this video. So if you look at these colors, it will be on the screen. That middle shade and the shade on the screen are pretty similar. So I am going to be using that. I'm just using another fluffy brush. Start that on the outer corner. It actually translates a little bit lighter on the eye, but I'm just going to get that through the crease as well. Already like the way that's looking. I love neutral tones. I never used to. I used to prefer doing a lot more colorful looks, but they're not always that wearable. Like, it's fun to film with, and play around with, but sometimes it's not the best to like go out for a drink with having bright purple or pink eyes. So I think this is a great Pantone color of the year. I think people in general are leaning more neutral, like the 2016 phase of, you know, very colorful, sparkly, cut crease things are not really trendy anymore, thanks to, I guess, Hailey Bieber. I think this was a good choice on their behalf. Yeah, that's looking really nice. So just to darken everything up and add a little bit more depth, I am going to go into the deepest shade in this palette, and it's this one over here. Where am I pointing? This one over here, and that one is called Centerfold, and we're just going to tap that on the outer corner. We'll wiggle it around a little bit, but I don't want to lose the actual mocha tone over there. As always, just using the brush we used previously for that lighter brown, I'm just going to, I tapped into the palette a little bit just to get a little bit more intensity, and I'm blending that deeper shade together. Then I think I do want a shimmer, so I'm going to use this palette again, and I'm going to use this chocolatey shade over here, and this is called Rebel, and it is like a brown, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a bronzy brown chocolatey color, and I'm going to pop that all over the lid. Still staying with the mocha chocolatey theme. I do like the formula of these shimmers. Very pretty. And the formula is quite soft, so if you do have W7 in your country, I would definitely recommend this palette, and it's not too expensive. I think here in South Africa, it's about like between 180 to 200 Rand. In the UK, I got 3 of these for I think £3, so very affordable. And I went to an outlet store where they just had loads of W7 makeup, so would recommend this. Again, this is one of my favorite palettes that I tried from Glam, so again, would recommend that. And that was very quick, very easy, very simple. I'm leaving the inner corner blank for now, just because we have something else that I want to do. I'm just gonna put a little bit of liner on, pop on some mascara, and then we'll move on to the rest of the face. So that is the eyes complete. Really love them. They literally are so neutral. They can go with any single outfit. You can wear any color, and I think this would look great. It could go soft glam or even full. You can just throw on a pair of lashes, and I think it would look absolutely gorgeous. So really happy with the outcome of that. Next, let's move on to blush. So for blush, I have the perfect one, and this I bought by accident. It is the blushed palette by Makeup Revolution, or Revolution Relove by Revolution. I actually thought this was a bronzer for some reason, but it is actually a blush, and the shade is called Baby. So I thought that would be the perfect shade for what we want to do today. I'm just going to use a super fluffy brush because I don't want too much, because I already am wearing bronzer. Not entirely sure what this will look like, and this product is super pigmented, so I'm going to pop that in my blush areas. Okay, it's slightly warmer than my bronzer, so that's good. And it is again the perfect Pantone shade. Don't know if that sentence made sense, but the shade of the Pantone color that we have, it's exactly that. So I'm just going to keep blending this out. Maybe grab my powder blush and just, I went a little bit heavy-handed there. That's what that looks like. Actually not bad. I didn't think it would work for me as a blush. I can see a clear difference between the blush and my bronzer, which is exactly what I want. Otherwise, it looks like I've taken my blush down way too far. Something is happening with my camera again. I know I've been talking about this a lot, but I'm like technologically challenged and I can't figure it out. Like right now there's an icon on the screen with like a camera and then like a line through it. And I don't know if that means I can't take pictures or if it means something's happening on the other end of things. So bear with me, please. So that is the blush, looks great. Really happy with that. And from the same palette, we're just going to use the highlighter, which is also that same tone. I don't think I've ever used this highlighter because it looks like it will be too deep for me, but I'm just going to add it over the top of my blush over there. Brow bones. Not sure how it'll look in the middle of the face. Yeah, it's a little bit too deep to do like a nose highlight with, but it looks nice on the brows. And what I was saving the inner corner for was this. I think it's very similar to the shade I currently have on my eyes. So I'm just going to add a little pop. I know, it has more of like an orangey undertone than the color I have on my eyes. That looks very pretty. That looks really nice. Happy with that. And then lastly, lips. So I have a few options for lips, or I'll do a couple of combinations. So for my lip liner, I'm using the Barry M lip liner in chocolate. It looks like that, and I've spoken about this many times on my channel. You can get this in the UK. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but it's one of my favorite liners. I literally think everything goes with it. Perfect chocolatey brown. I mean, it is called chocolate, so it's in the name. For lips though, I have two options for like lipstick. So first I have this lip crayon, and it's called a lip balm from Revlon. This is fairly old, but I still love it. I mean, that looks like that. And then I have this one that I got from Temu a few months ago, and it's a brand called Kibest. And this one I think is a little bit too pink toned, and that one, that's the second one over there. I don't know if my camera's focusing. So I think we might just, actually I'm not sure. Let me just compare the colors. I mean, it's in the same family, so it should be all right. Actually saying that, this one probably looks the best, the Kibest. I don't know what the shade is. It just says 05, and it just broke and fell out. I didn't realize there was such a little product in here. No wonder it was so affordable. But I'm just gonna fill my lips with this. It smells like crayons. Don't know what to make of that, but lastly, we have a lip gloss. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So this is made by Mitchell Beam lip gloss, and it is in the shade Antidote. Again, it's like the perfect chocolatey Mocha Mousse color, and I'm just going to top the lips with this. That looks really good. That was exactly what I was envisioning for the lips as well. So this is our interpretation of the Pantone Colour of the Year 2025 Mocha Mousse. So that is everything for today. Please let me know what you think of the Pantone Colour of the Year and what you thought about this look. I think it's perfect and it portrays the colour really well. I think it was a couple of years ago it was Coral, and I loved that one too. I can't remember what it was in 2024 to be honest with you, but I really like this. I think it's really great, but let me know what you guys think and if you've tried to incorporate the color into your everyday life. I know people are painting their houses, they're dyeing their hair, they're doing loads of things to be on trend with that, but I think just including it in your makeup look will be amazing. I think this makeup look is very versatile. I think the color would work for most people. So yeah, that's everything I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this, like I said, and I hope that you decide to stick around and subscribe for more conscious consumerism, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.